When Kaya had the idea of buying 3 farms from 3 local families at the end of Playa Negra to build a future in this eco community, we're building with sustainable practices and bringing cool people in who understand that my tree is beautiful. I was watching the toucans eat in my yard today as the blue morpho butterfly flew by. I was like, man, these 2 animals, people wait their whole lives to see these 2 animals, and here they are just hanging out in my front yard. But Kaya saw the potential. So when he thought about buying these farms from these families, he needed to bring in a partner, and he chose me. So we 50-50 split these 3 large farms from 3 local families, negotiated the price, and we purchased those 3 farms at a time when there was no road, nothing, just jungle, thick, dense jungle. In fact, it was easier to walk in from the Hone Creek side through the jungle than from the Puerto Viejo side, where the road comes in now. Because the road back then stopped at Jupi's farm before the big river. There was no bridge, there was just a river. And we would cross this river and climb up the bank on the other side and walk through the forest on this little trail down into our world that we were building. We have a wildlife refuge on one side and national park on the other. The Caribbean Sea in the front and an indigenous reservation in the back. We're the only clear, light, titled land that is not with some sort of development restrictions over its head. Lo que sea. I do remember Kaya telling me as we were walking through this forest, this chocolate forest, he's like, someday they're going to need us. He's like, I know right now everyone's focused on Cocles, Punta Uva, but they're all in a wildlife refuge. Like, you can't develop in there. And the people that are doing so illegally. And eventually someone's going to care and they're going to do something about it, which they eventually did. So we built a bridge over Jupi's River and every other bridge after, smaller ones, but nonetheless important. We built the road, we brought in the electricity. It was just an immense amount of work and struggle. So many sleepless nights worrying that it wouldn't come together. Something would derail the whole project. And in the end, I did it. And, the right people fell into my way, into my path at the right time. And it's really quite impressive what I was able to pull off, knowing that restrictions and regulations are going to change. And here it comes. And we better be ready for it. That was huge. And I'm going to be the last one that has a project of this size in this area. Everything's about to change. Maitri Park, be our eco guest.